Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
This is awesome! Hello and welcome once again to Cheap Shot Entertainment. I am your host Luke, and this is Ben of Squared Circle Jobbers.
Hello guys, good evening, good morning, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Whatever time you're watching this.
Yeah, exactly. All around the world. Fans everywhere for Cheap Shot Entertainment. 200 subscribers now.
Nice.
200 subscribers strong. At least 5 of them are me. But don't tell YouTube that. Yeah, we're doing the review. We're not doing the previews, we're not doing the predictions, we're doing the review for Money in the Bank because both of us were away for the weekend and we couldn't get together to do the predictions. But we've got both watched the show. I thought it was a bit meh.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank's one of my favourite pay-per-views, to be honest.
It is what I mean. The Money in the Bank ladder matches were fantastic. Let's just get that out of the way now.
Yeah.
They were brilliant, both of them, and you can't deny anything about those matches because they just put it all on the line, and that's what you want, isn't it? That's what you want in a match.
Plenty of high spots, plenty of hardcore spots with the ladder,
and they weren't.
Yeah,
dulling it down for the ladies either,
and no obvious winner in each of them. I thought
exactly.
It was quite hard to predict for both.
So yeah, this is the review of Money in the Bank. It took place on the 19th of May 2019 at the XL Centre in Hartford, Connecticut.
Kane's least favourite date, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't like it, does he?
No, he doesn't. But yeah, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube type stuff. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Ben, Squared Circle Jobbers.
Squared Circle Jobbers, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
Excellent. So join us for all of those. Posts on there. You're doing GM mode at the moment, aren't you? So
the weekend, Money in the Bank weekend, we managed to film a good 20 episodes, so now we've got lots of content to go out. So we've just had we've filmed up to SummerSlam, so the next episode is post SummerSlam, and spoiler, I win SummerSlam.
No, don't spoil it. Don't break the kayfabe. Money in the Bank, hey!
We managed to grab the briefcase.
Just thought I'd
from the ceiling this evening.
Bring that out, my Money in the Bank sandwich box. But I thought that was pretty cool, so I'll just sit that there. Anyway, so we're going to go on to the main video and join us for that. Going from the pre-show, this was booked as a SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. It wasn't. Apparently. No. I missed the pre-show, so... the Usos won.
Went over.
So I missed the match. So I haven't actually seen it. So you might fill in on this one.
It was okay. Just a standard tag team match. The Usos, plenty of super kicks.
Yeah, of course.
Bryan getting over with the crowd
again.
Yeah. So, but just a standard tag team match, really. Quite like Erick Rowan, really, just on the basis of how successful he's been in tag teams.
Yes,
in the family, with the Bludgeons.
Yeah, it's pretty
Wyatt
much
family. Obviously, I know it's the same thing.
A tag team title in every single tag team he's been in. So, Erick Rowan, tag team,
the tag
team specialist.
Yeah, it's like the new Edge. The new Christian or something like that.
And Erick Rowan's going to be 11-time WWE champion. You heard it here first. Like I said, I missed it. I can imagine it being sort of standard tag team fare, especially on the pre-show. You want to get people warmed up. Why not do it with Daniel Bryan?
Yeah.
So he's gone from the main event
to
the pre-show in the space of a month.
I think they just wanted to get him on the card.
Because
obviously he was touch and go after WrestleMania. I think they were concerned about an injury again.
Yeah, so they put him in a tag team and let.
Funnily enough, they were carrying the leather title still. So
I was wondering about that, whether they were going to sort of change that up a bit.
Nothing based yet on tag title change.
Yeah.
Which will probably come soon.
Yeah.
But the Usos, obviously from Raw, going across to Raw, the Superstar Shake-Up now with this whole wild card rule. It was a stray dog, really. Obviously, when they picked up the win, I was like, wait, are they tag champs? And then it just said, here are your winners, the Usos.
Yeah,
so I was like, give them the gold then. And they just didn't get it. I was like, okay, that's fine. So, hey ho.
Fair enough. Okay.
Usos with the win. It was a double super kick.
Super kick.
Yeah, basically, they hit Rowan with a double super kick to the face on the outside.
Yeah.
Then dropped it again. Bryan went for the dive, and they super kicked Bryan back into the ring. And then I think they hit me with another one that knocked him out, and then just did the double splash.
Yeah. I can imagine it finishing.
And that was that.
Double splash.
3, yeah. Bryan took the fall, so.
Okay.
But Bryan's good like that.
Yeah, he is. He'll quite happily put people over and take the fall for someone who, well, the Usos don't necessarily need to be built up, but, you know,
for the deserving.
Anyone who's deserving. Kofi Kingston comes to mind more recently. He will take the fall for them. So yeah.
If it's storyline development, Bryan will do it.
Absolutely.
He's a company guy.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So,
moving on to the main card.
Straight on to the main card.
The weird thing was in this situation, it blended really weird because Naomi came out at the end of the pre-show.
Yes, I saw that. We turned it on just as Naomi was coming out.
Yeah.
We were expecting it to finish.
And just carry on.
And then Naomi came out.
Dressed as a bumblebee.
Yeah, dressed as a bumblebee. Harking back to the Killer Bees, way back in the day, jumping Jim Brunzell and all that kind of stuff. That's my era. Sad to say. And I'll be older on Saturday. So yeah, but on to the main show. Like Naomi's made her entrance on the pre-show.
Yeah.
So she must have been dancing for about 5 minutes.
Well, she got a second entrance because the music came back on. And the funny thing was, she had these like the bees, like these bee things. I think she threw one to the crowd, and the other one, like she threw up, and she nearly cocked it up. She nearly dropped it. She was like, oh, on the rope. So yeah, but yeah,
cool. So yeah, Naomi, Natalya, Bayley, Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Carmella, Ember Moon and Mandy Rose are in this match.
Yeah.
Was a quality match.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already said
very
it
good spots. There was an odd spot in there, when Carmella went out injured.
Yes, I think
it was a botch. I think it was a botch. I think
that was
Mandy
Rose kicked
Rose,
the ladder into her knee, didn't she?
And
you could see like as
she kept pushing her on. And she was like, just leave me alone, just let me out. And it looked really awkward on camera because nobody else was in the ring, and then Ember just ended up coming in with this big forearm and took Mandy out. I was expecting Sonya Deville to do a little bit more in the match.
Yeah, because she came out with Mandy Rose, didn't she?
Yeah.
I was kind of... I mean, she did almost in the end, if I remember.
She did at the end, but we'll get to that in a minute.
But yeah, I think she probably stayed out of the way for all the falling ladders and flying bodies and things like that.
Yeah, and we can touch on falling ladders and where it falls again later on, because there was a lot of ladder issues.
There was a lot of ladder issues.
I think my high point of the match was probably seeing Ember Moon hit the Eclipse off
the ladder on the
outside into the ring.
Yeah,
I think it was on Natalya.
Yeah, that was
and
pretty
I think me and Steve discussed that basically, if that was on anybody else but probably Natalya,
it probably would have
hurt somebody. Yeah. Just on the basis that Natalya's probably the best one that could take the bump.
Yeah.
I think the second probably high point was probably Dana, when she held onto the briefcase and she swung over Mandy Rose and then back.
Yeah.
Which was a cool spot.
Yeah.
Cool spot. Yeah. But obviously, I think they probably did that on the basis that she's probably the strongest.
Yes.
Of the eight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, some good spots in there. Obviously, the injury to Carmella was probably
it was probably the lowest spot.
Yeah, they probably took out a couple of big moves in there. I mean, it changes the complexity of the match, doesn't it? When somebody gets taken out. I mean, she probably did have a spot in the match to do something.
And you'd expect that, being a previous Money in the Bank winner. And successfully cashing it in. She was the first women's winner, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
On technicality, of course.
Carmella, and then Bliss won it last year.
Yes,
this was the third women's one. So yeah.
It was a fantastic match. Like I said, I was in and out of consciousness, having just come back from where I was. Where I was. So that was, from what I remember, it was really, really good. Yeah. I've had to rewatch the last match incidentally again because I completely passed out for the whole of that. The finish. Mandy Rose is up the ladder.
Yeah, Sonya hoists
with the help of Sonya Duvall.
She looks very strong carrying up. She hoists her up the ladder.
I kind of expected her to do that, and also almost like Mandy Rose be sat on her shoulders trying to get it.
I was really hoping there for Sonya to turn on her. I was waiting for the turn.
Drop it.
But then Steve made a really good point in saying that WWE need women's tag teams. There's a lack of women's tag teams.
Yeah, so to put Mandy Rose in the main event picture with the Money in the Bank briefcase, you potentially lose a tag team.
And with the splitting them up.
With the women's tag team championships just coming in, I think that would have been really daft, wouldn't it?
I mean, had they split them, I think it would be a feud that would get lost within the shuffle
in the shuffle.
Easily.
Usually that's the way tag teams go, unless they're a really big, really popular tag team.
Like Hardy's or something like that. Or Edge and Christian, something like that, because that was a really good feud when
it was.
Kicked off. Same with Matt and Jeff.
Yeah.
Obviously they had the match at WrestleMania, didn't they?
They had a really good feud, they did. Bayley is your Miss Money in the Bank.
She becomes relevant again.
I think that was a good move from WWE actually.
I approve.
Because obviously split Bayley and Sasha Banks as a tag team, the first ever women's tag team champions. So now Bayley becomes relevant. She picks up the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah.
She pushes Mandy Rose off the ladder.
Yeah,
basically.
She got a really good pop as well.
Yeah, she did. She did, and that was really good. That was nice.
And then obviously at the end they had the interview with her, and they mentioned Sasha Banks for the first time since WrestleMania. Obviously because I think she's refused to come back to work, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Because of the whole iconic stuff.
And because they split up, her and Bayley.
Yeah.
Basically, so who knows?
It was quite a cool move.
Yeah.
That they mentioned Sasha, so it was like, oh, okay, is she still involved?
So
is she still? She must still be welcome here.
Yeah, still relevant. Maybe she's just sitting out a contract and going to the other potentially big wrestling company. Yes, US Championship match next. This was my wild card pick actually.
See, when I saw the predictions and you went for him, I was like, how is this your wild card? I thought it was quite an obvious one, but there you go.
Yeah, it is my wild card.
You went
simply because Samoa Joe decimated Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. And Rey Mysterio was carrying an injury at the time. But I can't believe how big Dominic is.
I know.
Actually, he's like twice the size of his dad.
Yeah.
They
did say it was Eddie Guerrero. So
yeah. I think we can downplay that now because he does actually look a lot like Rey Mysterio. But I've been talking with Woody, who I watched the show with. He apparently has heard that there's talk of Rey Mysterio unmasking.
I've heard this.
And passing on the torch.
Or the mask.
Or the mask, as it were.
Yeah.
To Dominic.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure how much training Dominic's done.
No, but He certainly would need a lot more. We don't want him to be a Sin Cara, so to speak, after taking that mantle, because it's a big mask to fill, isn't it?
Yes.
So Samoa Joe comes in as the champion, dominant champion. Yeah. And he gets a bit of gets his nose. It looks like his nose gets broken in this match.
Was the senton off the rope.
Yeah.
I think Mysterio
sat on his face.
Basically, sat on Samoa Joe's face, and it's busted his nose.
So Joe, I mean, it looked like it was coming out of his eye, but then the more you looked at his nose, was
Especially on the promo from Raw this week, because his nose is basically just normal on this side. This side is so like it's so big. I'm just like, okay, wow.
But it's a quick match as well.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I think the referee he's got Vince in his ears, saying you're gonna have to cut it short. Just cut it short.
Very
do
quick.
whatever you need to do.
Very quick match. So the match finishes with Joe hoisting up Mysterio for a powerbomb, and Mysterio basically rolls through. He reverses into a Hurricane Rana and rolls up Joe for the win.
Joe's shoulders were up.
Yeah, but Joe's shoulders were up after a replay.
The referee, obviously. And it's funny because Corey Graves is like, the referee's at a bad angle, but the referee's looking directly
at it, and he's like at that angle.
Yeah. I think it's just a case of, cut the match short because of the loss of blood. Do you remember in NXT when Samoa Joe faced Finn Balor? And Samoa Joe got cut really early on. Yeah. And they had to stop the match.
Yeah, because that was when they bought the towel.
Yeah, they bought the towel out. Yeah. And it ruined the main event of a takeover, just on the basis of how much blood he was losing, because they had to stop the match every now and then, just to basically get rid of the blood.
Patch it up, basically.
I think it's that kind of situation, really.
Yeah. Well, there is a post-match beatdown. Mysterio is like, well, I've won. Right, and
at this point, I thought
Dominic
may have got involved, but
I thought it was going to come in.
And there was a moment where obviously the mask was undone.
Yes.
And when he was rolled back in the ring, the mask nearly came off.
Oh.
And I was like, this is the mask bit. This is going to be where Samoa Joe takes the mask, and this would be where Dominic ends up fighting Samoa Joe.
Yes.
To get the mask. But hey, Mysterio champion, new champion. However, they are saying now that his shoulder is separated.
Oh.
And next week on Raw, they're doing a State of the US title address.
Okay.
So.
Right.
They may just vacate it.
Vacate it and do a tournament
and do
or
some sort of tournament or a match at Saudi. Because that's the next pay-per-view.
Yeah. Super Showdown.
Yeah, I think they're going with that now. That's going to be the name for every Saudi event. Is going to be the Super Showdown.
Wasn't the Super Showdown was the Australia one, wasn't it?
Yeah, but now they're going with it for every event abroad.
Couldn't do the Greatest Royal Rumble again.
No, but they are doing a 50-man battle royal. So,
post-match beatdown. Joe decimates Ray, and then Ray leaves with Dominic.
Yeah.
And that is the end of that match.
Yeah.
So we're on to the cage match now. My prediction, it wasn't quite there.
Yeah, but you were
very, very close.
You were on it. I think your prediction was based on St. Valentine's Day
Massacre, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it? That he gets knocked off and he falls on his ass and the table breaks and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were close.
I was very close.
I thought it was a very clever ending, actually.
It was, yeah.
Brilliant.
It was sneaky, it was slimy, it was Shane O'Mac.
Very good.
And it heightens Shane's heel character.
I like it.
And builds up Miz's face character as well, although he does look a bit daft.
Gets over a bit more, doesn't he?
Holding on to the shirt and letting him do what he did. But yeah, again, kind of bog standard cage match. Standard cage match.
A few high spots.
The match starts with Shane McMahon multiple times trying to climb out, like squirming away almost, like the heel that he is.
Yeah. there was another botch in this match. Did you notice it?
I didn't.
So the botch in this match is another referee botch.
Oh, okay.
And commentary even pick it up, which is fantastic. Michael Cole of all people picks it up.
Michael Cole.
I think it's after Shane brings in a chair after trying to get out, and Miz beats him down with the chair, and it hits a skull crushing finale on him.
Oh right, yeah,
Shane
yeah,
onto the chair.
Yeah.
Anyway, he goes for the pin, and the referee stops his count because Shane puts his foot on the ropes.
Yeah. Yes, I did see that because we were questioning that as well.
And Michael Cole is like, "What the hell, ref? Like, there's no disqualification in a cage match, so you can't break the fall by using the rope." There's
no rope break.
The referee botch.
Yeah, because it wouldn't have been a disqualification anyway.
No.
So Michael Cole botched that one. But yeah, no rope breaks, anything like that. If it was a submission, he wouldn't be able to break it after a 5 count.
No, yeah.
So yeah, there was an absolute botch in that.
Botch,
This is why this match reminds me of why I actually love cage matches. Because there's this dynamic where one person's trying to get out and the other one's trying to pull them back in. This struggle, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're almost there and then they pull you back in.
Yeah.
And it was like at one point Shane got all the way out pretty much, and Miz pulled him back in, but Shane had the chair, which he's talking about with the skull crushing finale, and that obviously, like I say, no DQs. Weapons are allowed. And I really enjoyed this.
Same, yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
It was good for a feud ender.
Yeah. It did. It did end the feud.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would have thought it was going to be Miz getting the win to end the feud.
Yeah.
But my theory is that Shane McMahon is going to be undefeated. He's going to go undefeated.
He's going to go on.
Just on the basis of this best in the world thing.
Isn't he targeting Drew McIntyre? Not Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns.
Yeah, so at Super Showdown it's Shane versus Roman.
Yeah.
And McIntyre is now Shane's heavy.
Yes.
Which is interesting because he doesn't need to be.
No. And of course he was Mr. McMahon's chosen one.
Yeah. Now he's Shane.
And now he's Shane's chosen one.
You're the chosen one.
Really, really good feud ending match. The Shane wins.
Yeah. By falling out of
his shirt.
It's brilliant. It's
he squiggles out of his shirt.
Good.
Such a good ending.
And Shane is in such good shape.
Oh yeah, he is.
Such good shape.
He is. I mean, he's wrestling more. He's had like 3, 4, 5 pay-per-views in a row now.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Obviously Mania and Money in the Bank, definitely.
Yeah. No, obviously he was tag team champions.
Oh yeah.
So I
forget that. So yeah, and again, it's coming up. So
yeah. So
good for you, Shane. Good for you.
It's good to see Shane O'Mac back.
Well done.
Good to see the money. Cruiserweights.
Yeah.
On the main show.
In the middle of a pay-per-view show.
On the main show. Let's say I don't watch 205 Live. I've heard good things. I saw these guys coming out, and I passed out again.
It was a sleeper match for you.
But usually, I can say this based on what I have seen of the Cruiserweights, it's usually really, really good.
Yeah.
And I'm totally sold on Tony Nese being the champion because he's worked really hard for it. I don't know what Davari is like these days.
I'm sure from what he'd been billed as, I'm sure he was undefeated in 2019. It was either he or Nese that they were billing as undefeated in 2019. But yeah, apparently they used to be big friends, Davari and Nese.
Yeah.
And it's a friendship gone sour.
Yeah, because Nese is pretty much turned face.
And Davari is obviously the main heel.
Because he's a foreigner.
And he's got this whole posh boy mantra posh, going on. And yeah, I think they're pushing Davari just on the basis that his brother is a road agent as well now with the company, isn't it?
Okay.
Davari.
Yeah, the other Davari.
Sean Davari, yeah, the one that used to accompany Muhammad Hassan and the Great.
Yeah.
And Kurt Angle.
And Kurt Angle, yeah. I remember that.
Good back and forth.
Yeah.
Really good match.
Yeah. So, evenly fought contest by the sounds of it. I did manage to get the finish, which was a running knee into the corner.
The running niece.
The ring niece.
The niece in the corner.
And he couldn't, and Davari couldn't answer the count. 1, 2, 3, and your winner is Tony Nese. Keeps the championship around his waist.
So the only issue now with the cruiserweights is that with Buddy Murphy gone, Murphy's appeared. There's been nowhere to be seen since he left SmackDown, and I'm a bit confused as to why.
They'd move him so quickly.
Yeah. So I don't know.
The other thing I noticed about the Cruiserweight Championship title, it's now Velcro.
Yeah, most belts are Velcro now.
Are they?
You noticed?
Are they not even?
I don't know if they're Velcro or if they are magnetic, because there's a strip on one, and then on the other there's the studs over the top of it. So I think
it just goes like that.
I think
the
it
studs
just
are on the
like
outside.
that, the studs are going on the outside, just on the basis.
Turn your actual wrestlers into action figures.
Yeah. So it's weird.
It's proper weird. I
Cool.
noticed it on the thing. I was like, wow, are they really going like is it Velcro or? I can get on that. It's nice and quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than having to pop all the poppers in, it's decent. That so Zane was hung upside down.
It's like a upside down. It's like a crucifix. It's like crucifix upside down.
Yeah,
it was brilliant. Yeah, he was chained.
Yeah,
by his feet.
He was chained by his feet.
But Braun denied it.
Braun denied it, and neither Zayn or Strowman would be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, which now makes sense about the ending of that match. It didn't click at the time.
A lot of people were expecting Bray Wyatt debut.
It would have been perfect time.
It's quite a cool sacrifice, like a sacrifice move.
Yeah,
basically put him upside down.
Yeah. And it plays into
the character.
It fits into the character definitely. You can just imagine the lights going out. It's Howie Wowie or whatever it is, and then Bray appearing at the top of the ladder.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. With the mask and then disappearing again.
I like the mask. Yeah,
the mask is awesome. It's kind of like a cross between the Joker's face mask, Pennywise the clown.
It's a combination.
Twisty,
so much things.
Twisty the clown. It's like it's definitely clown orientated. Definitely, bit of Slipknot in there maybe as well. But yeah, I could imagine that actually happening. Anyway, Raw Women's Championship. It is Becky 2 belts versus Lacey Evans. I've got her down as winning through the disarmer.
You're right.
Yeah, awesome, because this is another one I passed out on.
Best moment of Lacey Evans was her entrance. It was so good.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to go back and watch it,
I need to go back
and
pick it up again.
So she dressed in green. She's got the big hat, and she rips off the skirt, and she's got guns. Inside, and she pulls them out, and they're golden guns. And when she fires a trigger, money fires out.
Nice.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I had to watch it twice. I was like, wow, what an entrance! What an entrance!
That is pretty cool. Even Shane McMahon doesn't get that.
Yeah, just pulls them out.
Like
all this money flies out, and it's got Lacey on it. Got Lacey's face print on it, doing the full-on thing with.
Nice! So aching back to JBL's money falling from the sky. I'd love one of those $1 bills. They'd have been awesome, like JBL. And Lacey Evans one. That would be pretty cool. I wonder if they're on eBay. I bet some of them would be.
Possibly, yeah. Depends, because I don't. She didn't fire it into the ground. She didn't just fire it in the air, so and they all seem to fall to the ground. I imagine people on the ramp would have got one.
Yeah.
But yeah, a good showing for Lacey Evans.
So she's been thrust straight into the main event.
Yeah,
with her basically what would be her first match, pretty much.
I think she's fought a couple of jobbers on Raw. Obviously, she was in the Women's Royal Rumble from number 1 and lasted quite a while with Natalya as number 2. So it was a fair match. I think the outcome was obvious.
Yes.
I don't think anybody expected Lacey to win. I
think I put her down as my prediction. I think I can't remember. I think I had.
I think it was Becky's submission.
Did I have Becky's submission?
I think a lot of people went Becky's submission. Yeah. I think the smart money.
No, I had Becky winning both matches and then someone cashing in.
Right. Okay.
That's what I had.
Okay.
Which didn't quite pan out. We'll go back to that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Becky wins with the disarmer submission finisher.
Yeah, and the only probably the thumbs down moment of the match was the tap out. It was the fact that as soon as she locked it in, it was basically in
and then
tap. There wasn't a struggle.
No.
It was just a case of
in and tap.
I'm tapping out now, so.
Of course, that makes Becky look really strong, and that move look really strong. But it makes Lacey Evans look a bit weak without a little bit of a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a fight. Maybe she crawls to the rope and doesn't quite get there, and then taps out.
Yeah.
Just can't quite reach it.
It's a very difficult move to manoeuvre yourself to a rope, isn't it? Unless you're really close to
or really tall, because you can get your foot on the rope. But
so
a little bit of struggle. I can't remember anybody actually struggling in the disarmer ever, really, because it's quite, like I say, it's quite difficult to move from, which does make it a really good move. Yeah, Charlotte comes straight out. She does. Charlotte comes straight out and announces the fact that she's now going to be going for the SmackDown Championship pretty much straight away. Yeah, she does. Yeah. Yeah. If you like doggies, give us a thumbs up. So Charlotte comes out and we get our SmackDown women's match. So again, as with most Becky and Charlotte matches, it's an evenly fought match.
Yeah.
But
it was relatively shorter than the other one.
It was, and it's mainly because of an assist from Lacey Evans. Yeah. She gets in Becky's face. Yeah. And Charlotte hits the big boot.
Yeah, Lacey hit the woman's right before.
The women's right.
The woman's right.
And right. Big boot and finish.
Yeah. So it sort of made sense for the pin finish rather than a tap out.
Yeah.
Which again makes Becky look quite strong in the case that she doesn't tap out. And
Tilly approves women's rights.
Yay! Charlotte becomes a 9-time champion.
Yes,
so she makes history. Yeah, so she becomes Charlotte 9 Reigns.
Charlotte 9.
However, it doesn't last very long.
No, it doesn't, because
obviously post-match, Becky gets beat down. By Lacey Evans and Charlotte.
Yeah, they double team her.
Which I don't get why they continue to beat her down after Charlotte won the title. Which is a bit silly, really. Obviously, it's guaranteed that the following thing's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's that Bayley
comes down with
the briefcase.
Yeah. For pretty much for the save almost.
Yeah, she saves Becky.
Yeah, and then cashes in.
See, I think the smart thing would have been that, because Becky was on the outside.
Yeah.
I thought the smart thing for WWE to do would have been to have Becky stay in the ring and Becky be down and Charlotte be down.
Yeah.
And for them to be like, who is she going to cover?
Yeah.
I thought they missed a real big opportunity there and being like, Bayley could turn heel here and pin Becky, and Becky has 0 belts, and Charlotte and Bayley become obviously the 2 champions.
Yeah.
However, that's not the case.
No, I mean...
it's WWE logic to not do that kind of thing.
And they're actually keeping to their word. Bearing in mind, we've talked about the wild card Raw. Like, having come over to SmackDown, would Bayley then take the Raw Women's Championship?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There is actually logic in that, what you said, and also... But also, I was thinking about this, like, there was a big chance for Bayley to turn heel. But she's basically the female John Cena.
Yeah.
She still sells the merch and
babyface
female.
Yeah.
Don't think they're going to turn her heel, at least anytime soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Becky's now Becky one belt.
Yeah.
So she still keeps the Raw Women's Championship, and Bayley cashes in on Charlotte.
Like Bliss did last year on Nia Jax.
Yes.
So
Bayley is your new SmackDown Women's Champion. I approve.
So Charlotte lasts about 2 minutes in her 9th reign.
Yeah.
I think Charlotte is like the most... Is the woman that's been... Yeah, she's been cashed in on the most, hasn't she? Yeah, because she was cashed in on by Carmella, wasn't she, on SmackDown?
Yeah.
When the Iconics debuted. So yeah, she's been cashed in on.
Right.
Yeah, so...
Right then.
What do you think, Tel? Yeah?
Ooh.
You think? Smiling to the camera? Yeah?
Just over there.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Yeah, so approved. Bayley is now your SmackDown Women's Champion. Oh, this is pretty cool, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because it is due to be Elias versus Reigns, isn't it? Elias, as Roman Reigns is making his way to the ring, presumably, clocks Roman Reigns with the guitar. Which is always, well, it's just because it's Roman Reigns, really. I quite enjoyed that moment. Comes to the ring, sings. Yeah, it's always good to hear Elias put together a song. And as he's leaving,
he gets hit with Superman punch, doesn't he?
Roman Reigns comes out, Superman punch, match starts, spear, Reigns wins.
Yeah.
Short
and a cash in.
Yeah, short and sweet.
They had a rematch on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So it went longer.
Yeah.
I quite like Elias on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I quite like the feud with Reigns.
Yeah, I think that kind of
it works.
It brings him up a bit, doesn't it? It like super heel. Elias can just make a song up about anyone, and he's wicked.
Yeah,
I really like Elias.
He's much better as a heel than he is the face.
Oh
yeah, just because he can rip crowds. Really
the biggest rip in recent memory that I can think of would be the one in Liverpool.
Oh, the same day where
I mean, he had to be escorted out of that building with about 20 security guards. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's Elias.
Wasn't it?
Elias in Liverpool singing a song, singing a Beatles song yesterday, wearing a Manchester City shirt.
When they just won the Premier League.
Just won the Premier League title by 1 point. So yeah, that was another boot. Like whoa. Short filler. Roman Reigns won. But Elias is still cool. Universal Championship match is next. It is Rollins who is the champion, and he's going against AJ Styles, newly imported over to Raw. And you'd expect these two to have a good match.
Excellent match.
And they did. And they turned it on, and it was really good. Really good match.
Yeah.
Absolute clinic. These two have got history, and in the hype packages they've shown that history as well, which I thought was really good. WWE need to do more of that stuff if they can get the footage to do that. But I mean, great match. Rollins really coming into his own. AJ Styles can hold a really good match with a broomstick.
Yeah.
really. I mean, he's AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Slight elements of heel coming out in AJ again.
Yeah, I think they just had to obviously have some sort of heel behaviour, didn't they, in the match? So
slight elements of heel coming out in AJ Styles again. I'd like to see them. Are the club still on Raw? Or are they on SmackDown?
They got drafted to Raw.
They got drafted to Raw.
So
I'd quite like to see them back with AJ.
Because I think a lot of people were talking when Finn went to SmackDown that Finn would have the Balor Club and Finn would then be with them, but it's not to be.
No. So, and they need to do something with that.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
But yeah.
Anyway, Rollins versus AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Go off on a tangent for 24/7 title. Really, really good match. Hard fought victory for Seth Rollins, who wins with a curb stomp.
Yeah, I think he hits the ripcord knee, then hits a super kick to Styles, and then hits the stomp.
Then hits the curb stomp,
which was good.
Yeah, it makes AJ Styles look rock solid, taking basically 3 finishes before the pin, and it keeps him relevant, keeps him good, and obviously makes Rollins look good based on what happens later on as well, because we obviously get a men's Money in the Bank winner, and that is the main event match. So Kofi gives an interview then after that.
I think he just said he's going to do it on his own, doesn't he?
Yeah, basically says he's now the champion and he's going to prove himself pretty much. Lucha House Party versus question mark.
They end up coming out. At this stage I was a little tired. I was okay, why are these coming out? And then it made sense.
Then it made sense because you heard the scream and then the lights go down.
And out comes Mr. Racist.
Mr. Racist, Mr. Bigot, Mr. Sexist, whatever you want to call him. Some people might call him Lars Sullivan.
Yes.
And he comes out to the ring and decimates Lucha House Party.
And he bleeds, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think he takes a stiff elbow. I think the commentators tried to take it from, he's quit himself on Kalisto's mask. On one of the horns on
one of the horns.
Mask. But apparently Kalisto had elbowed him really, and he'd caught him on a stiff end. And he bled. But that was that. Lars Sullivan being Lars Sullivan.
Yeah. Slow burner. I quite like the monster heel characters, but they've tried it many, many times before.
And it splits the title match and title match back to back.
And not often that they pull it off, to be honest. But if they do it right with Lars Sullivan, it will be take out of the equation all the things that he said or whatever. And it could work with Lars. It could really work with Lars. Just bring him in, let him decimate people, let him pick up wins. So the WWE Championship is on the line next. Kofi Kingston versus Big O Kevin Owens.
Heel Kevin Owens.
Heel Kevin Owens after joining the New Day temporarily.
Yeah. He was always going to turn.
Turning on the New Day. Then puts himself basically into the main event picture and becomes Kofi Kingston's next challenger, or first challenger, should we say? In the apart from Seth Rollins, which obviously turned out to be
and he had the triple threat match.
Tag team match.
I think he had that triple threat as well on SmackDown. Yeah, with Sami Zayn and I'm trying to think. I'm just looking on the list of the people on there. With Sami Zayn and somebody. Was it Daniel Bryan?
Could be.
And a triple threat?
Yeah, because obviously if Daniel Bryan was injured, that would make sense.
But no, it was AJ Styles.
Was AJ Styles?
AJ and Zayn came over on the wild card. Yeah, just to think of what it was then. But yeah.
And the wild card almost works. But yeah, from what I remember of this, it told a really good story. Kevin Owens pretty much having the rub of the green.
Yeah,
for most of the match.
Yeah.
And Kofi Kingston pulling it out at the end. He did, true to his word, do it on his own. There was no New Day at ringside. But again, really good match.
The ending was quite. It was quite weird actually, because I think he goes for the SOS. And Owens reverses it into a DDT, which is quite a cool spot.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
I think he gets hit with a pop-up powerbomb, and he kicks out of that.
Yes, he does.
I think he eventually hits an SOS, and then he goes for the Trouble in Paradise, and he misses it. And Owens takes his shoes off and gets rid of his shoes.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah, he took his shoes off.
And then he goes for it again. I think he goes for the pop-up powerbomb, but he throws him over his shoulder, and then he
hits
hit
Trouble in Paradise. Trouble in Paradise,
which is good.
Yeah,
good
weird that he took his shoes off. Not quite sure what he was going for there, but doesn't it? In my mind, Kevin Owens does a ankle lock of some kind. I'm probably wrong.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
There must be a reason for it. Maybe it was like more grip on it, because he got a Boston Crab a couple of times, didn't he?
He may have done, yeah.
But yeah, Kofi wins. Trouble in Paradise.
Yep.
Not quite barefooted, but no boots.
No.
Crack upside the jaw.
Yeah.
Pin for the win. Your champion is Kofi Kingston.
Did you see what happened on SmackDown?
I did not.
Have you heard what happened on SmackDown?
I've watched Wrestling with Regret, and he does the Who Wore It Better thing. So I've got a basic idea, but please fill us in anyway.
So obviously on SmackDown, Dolph Ziggler returns.
Oh yes,
he makes his return.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, cuts a really good promo later on in the evening after he attacks Kofi.
Yeah, because apparently he got quite emotional.
Yeah, I could see him crying. I think it's obviously fake. But,
yeah.
But apparently it's because Kevin Owens refuses to go to Saudi.
Okay.
So yeah, Owens refuses to go back to Saudi Arabia.
Fair enough.
Yeah, which is fair enough based on all the troubles and everything over there. So yeah, I think Dolph's the filler.
Which is
it'd be a good match really, based on the two and how they both wrestle. I mean, they've probably had countless matches in the past for like
IC, US titles, things like that. But
so they can put on a good match.
Just
the attack was really, really good.
Yeah, and it was was
the use of the chair and everything like that
out of nowhere as well. Like no one saw it coming.
Yeah.
And he's been gone for a couple of months.
Just because Heyman came out after the match on SmackDown, and then
it was a distraction from it was a distraction, wasn't it?
Big E had a return celebration on SmackDown, and Big E was attacked in the back by Kevin Owens. However, the theory is that Big E's faking the injury again, and that he's aligned himself back with Dolph and allowed for Dolph Woods to take his attention to E and let Ziggler go and attack Kofi.
3 ain't enough, man.
Yeah.
I need 5. So
moving on to the main event.
Main event time. It is the men's Money in the Bank, and of course we're missing a participant here with Zayn hanging upside down. and
I think at this point they'd confirmed that he had been cut down and taken to a medical facility, so luckily he still wasn't hanging.
Yeah, so he's not completely passed out. And obviously Braun Strowman, it was Sami Zayn who took Braun Strowman's spot, so they're not going to give that back to him. So it was Baron Corbin, Ricochet, Finn Balor, hey, Andrade, Ali, of course, because there's no second names apart from Drew McIntyre. Just going to wait until they start calling him McIntyre.
Just Drew.
I'm just saying Drew. Just Drew. Or McIntyre, maybe they could turn him into some sort of detective. Put him with the fashion police. Sami Zayn and Randy Orton. Randy Orton, and obviously the eighth participant, Nate, is nowhere to be seen. No one knows who it was going to be. Orton gets quite a lot of Orton style attacks in here with the table. He dumps no less than 3 people onto the announce table and leaves them in a pile. And he just sort of stands outside the ring and waits for them. It's like, you're going through the table, you're going through the table, and you're going to go on top of him.
You're going also.
Yeah, and it was brilliant. I love that that spot. It was brilliant.
I don't know whether Orton is a face or a heel, do they?
No, I mean people are like chanting his name, and like I think he's that in between Orton again, where he doesn't quite have, he's not quite heel, but he does heel things when people are cheering him, which is I like that Orton. I like that Orton because he can get away with stuff. But you got some good spots in this match as well.
I think a lot of people had some really good spots in there.
You've got Ricochet and
Ricochet
Balor
had some good spots.
Andrade.
And Balor and Andrade, I think, had the spot of the night in which that Andrade goes for the sunset flip over the top of Balor, and there's the bridge.
Yes, and
it goes. Andrade sits on the ladder slips, and Balor is powerbombed onto the ladder, and then he bounces back up, and he bounces onto the ladder again, which is a really cool spot.
Yeah, that is
and
pretty
it looks
cool.
so painful for Balor. Yeah. Ricochet also had a really good spot where he was thrown through a ladder by Drew. It was either Drew or Corbin that put him through. So it was good stuff. I think someone got RKO'd off a ladder.
Yes.
I want to say it was. For some reason, I want to say it's Baron Corbin. Or
quite
could be
possibly.
It's heel McIntyre that takes an RKO.
And that takes him out.
Takes him out, yeah. And then Orton gets somehow he gets taken out towards the end of the match. And Ali is the last one in the ring.
Is the last one in the ring who climbs up the ladder, which I laughed at this when I saw it again. I watched it again because Ali is actually touching the briefcase.
He has it.
He's actually got it. He's got it there.
Yeah.
Right. He's got it. He's got the briefcase.
Yeah.
And music hits.
Yeah.
Boom. 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 Brock Lesnar runs down to the ring.
Yeah. So the thing is, just hear the screech of Lesnar coming out, let him walk out, and just be like, "Oh well, it's all right."
Yeah, basically, yeah. Just let him get all the way down to the ring, and then go, "Ha!
Never mind.
Ha!"
Never mind. But yeah.
So let's go with the briefcase.
Yeah. And this at the stage where Lesnar comes out, Lesnar pushes over a ladder.
Yeah, and he knocks out
He knocks out like 2 cameramen and the referees. You can see all the referees running around the ring. So going to tend to the cameramen like, "Are they okay?"
Brock Lesnar's come in and it's like Godzilla.
I think he just knocks Ali off the ladder. I don't think he hits an F5 or anything.
No, he doesn't. He pushes it over.
He just pulls it back up.
Yeah, he puts it back up, pushes
toddles
it
to
over.
the top, and then pulls the briefcase down.
Because of course he's blowing up at this point because he's actually run down to the ring. Pushes the ladder over, puts it back up, laughs a bit,
Just laughs
climbs
and
up.
talks some smack to some of the guys on the outside. Lucky pal. And he laughs about it.
Yeah, he does. So you're Mr. Money in the Bank, which we've had a chat about this before we did the video actually. And I'm not enamoured with Lesnar like most people, but I think it's a good way of putting both champions on edge, knowing that Lesnar has the briefcase.
Yeah.
keeps Lesnar relevant without having a title on him that he's not going to defend all the time. You can do without seeing a briefcase every week. You know what I mean? But you want to see your champion, don't you?
Yeah. I think from what I've read, they made a lot of changes to the match. They made a lot of changes to the result of the match, and I think it wasn't until like before they went out that they was told of what was going to happen at the end, and I don't think they were told it was going to be Brock.
Right. Okay. So just someone coming.
They were said somebody's going to win this match that isn't in it. They're going to come out at the end and they're going to win the briefcase.
Right.
And I think it was supposed to be Mustafa Ali that was going to win.
Yeah.
So yeah, they shit on Mustafa Ali again. Obviously, he had the injury, didn't he? So,
yes, he did. But he's never really recovered from that, even though he's back in the ring.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is Money in the Bank.
And apparently on Raw next week, they're going to announce who he's going to cash in on, which apparently will be Seth Rollins at Saudi, which is going to be a bit of a bummer because Rollins ain't going to drop the title.
No.
Or they may just play it in the hands of the universe and be like, we're not going to tell you.
Yeah. Which they shouldn't, because that's the whole point of Money in the Bank. You want to know when you don't want to know when that cash-in's going to happen. You want it to be a Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You want it to be a Bailey at the end of Money.
Could you imagine the reaction that Lesnar would get at WrestleMania cashing in the briefcase? Honestly.
Yeah.
It would erupt.
It would.
It'd go meltdown. I can imagine there being a full-scale riot.
Yeah.
People going like, fuck this.
You don't want to know when your Money in the Bank is going to be cashed in.
I think the case is going to be Lesnar cashes in probably on the first episode of SmackDown when it goes to Fox on Kofi.
That would be a good one because
it's a start to the
start to a new era. Obviously, Kofi is very much beloved by the WWE Universe, having gone through all of that to get the championship in the first place.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
I think
that would make a lot of sense.
So,
well, that is your Money in the Bank review. Hope you've enjoyed the video.
Out of 10, what would you give it? The pay-per-view.
I thought it was meh. I'd probably give it a 5. There's a couple of really good matches in there. A couple of really good moments that I can think of.
Yeah.
But the downer for me was all those guys putting in all that effort and then someone else running out and cashing it in. Yeah. But I mean, it's happened before. Yeah. Really. It was James Ellsworth. Obviously, he wasn't in the match, but he obviously grabbed the briefcase. And he was the first ever women's Money in the Bank briefcase holder, which again did play out on Raw and SmackDown or whatever it was, and it was done really well afterwards after such a backlash. But yeah, I think I'd go middle. I'd go middles and say 5.
Cool. I'd go. Ooh.
We've got doggies.
I would go higher. I would go 7.5.
Yeah.
And maybe being a little bit biased just on the basis that it's one of my favourite pay-per-views.
Yeah, I love Money in the Bank. But I love it.
But I think there was a few good results in there. The cash in obviously bumps it up.
Yes.
The surprise of Lesnar probably bumps it up.
Yeah.
And I think the finish to obviously the Shane McMahon match is really good. And the Rollins Styles match obviously steals it.
Yeah.
So I'd give it a good
7.5.
I think it was a solid pay-per-view, and it doesn't bother me that Lesnar is Money in the Bank. Mr. Bank. It doesn't bother me. I'm quite happy.
It should be noted as well that obviously, like I've said in this video, and it's probably not a good thing, I was in and out of consciousness. I probably wasn't paying as much attention to some of those, but certainly I loved the cage match. I love cage matches anyway. The Money in the Bank match is really good, and they're what bumps it up to the 5 for me. But I was very meh afterwards.
You had a busy weekend.
Yeah. I was very meh.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. If you liked the video, hopefully you did. You've got all the way to the end. Give us a thumbs up, and hit the subscribe button, the notification bell. Hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And
go check out the Squared Circle Jobbers GM mode.
Yes, absolutely. You can follow Squared Circle Jobbers on Insta
and Twitter. Yeah.
Excellent.
2 major platforms.
And YouTube, of course. Don't
Yes,
forget to subscribe to Squared Circle Jobbers. So, that is it. That is our sign off. You've been Cheap Shot Nation. Been your host, Luke.
I've
been here with Ben of Squared Circle Jobbers.
That's me.
Thanks for coming over and doing the review. Got doggies in the background, got doggies in the video. If you like doggos, don't forget to subscribe. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Ciao for now.